Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we were taking a look at a video I recorded the day before on Through the Inferno SoCal server. I kind of just recorded this because I thought it would be interesting. I was going up against 4 MiG-21s in an F-14. At the moment I have 2 Phoenix missiles, 2 Sparrow missiles, and 2 Sidewinder missiles. So I wanted to just walk through and talk through the things that I'm thinking about as I'm engaging these 4 MiGs. And you can kind of see at the end that sort of save one of the F-18s that gets in trouble. Initially I try to lock up the leftmost MiG-21 and then realize that the MiG-21 on my right is probably the closest to me, so once I lock him up I realize he's within about 10 nautical miles, and I fire my first Phoenix missile at him. As this Phoenix missile is in flight, I'm also looking to the left a little bit to make sure that none of the other MiG-21s are changing their direction of travel and that their contrails are consistent so that I know that I'm safe and that they're not coming around to try to shoot me down. Once I see the MiG-21 directly in front of me is shot down and is breaking apart, I pull the aircraft to the left and start to engage the MiG-21 that is the newest rightmost MiG-21 of the group. I fire one Phoenix missile at about 15 nautical miles and I wait for it to connect. Now once I fire this missile, I'm looking over to the left to make sure that the other MiG-21s that I have not engaged yet are still maintaining their course and that no one is trying to maneuver against me. Now once we close under 10 nautical miles, it becomes fairly obvious that the Phoenix missile is not going to connect with this MiG-21 and that I need to switch to my Sparrow missiles, of which I have 2, and try to engage them that way. So now I'm doing a contrail sanity check. I'm looking at the contrails to the left to make sure that they're consistent with the direction of travel that the other MiG-21s were going in. And then I'm also looking at the contrail directly ahead of me to make sure that it's tied to the bandit that I see directly in front of me and that there's no other surprise bandit that I don't know about. Now if you're looking at my HUD, you'll notice there's a number 10 and there's a caret, and that caret represents the current range of the MiG-21 that's directly in front of me. I'm noticing that the rate of change of that range is slowing down, so I increase the power to afterburner on my F-14, and I want to get the range within 5 nautical miles before I fire a Sparrow shot at this outbound MiG-21. So right now I'm engaging the MiG-21 with the Sparrow missile, and I've got a little bit of tunnel vision going on because I don't want to lose the lock of this aircraft, and I also don't want to lose my spatial awareness, so I'm looking at the instruments to make sure that I don't pancake into the ocean inadvertently. Once this MiG-21 is shot down, I pull as hard as I can towards the contrails, for which I presume are of the MiG-21 group survivors.
There's a friendly, 100, 95 miles, correction, 76 miles, Angels 20, and a friendly 2-ship, Raw, 040, 71 miles, Angels 21.
After we've come around, I asked Jester multiple times throughout the next minute or so to try to lock onto the contact in front of me. I also try to lock onto the contact myself using the PAL and PLM modes. It's important to note I also looked down at the HSD and I noticed that there's multiple friendlies converging in on that area, so that means to me that I need to be careful at what I decide to shoot at. Alright, we're back, and now immediately in front of me I see 3 sets of contrails. One I'm assuming is the MiG-21 that I've been chasing down. Another I assume is an F-5, who I've been seeing spike on my RWR. And the final guy I assume is a friendly aircraft.
Copy that. I have a lock.
Ultimately, Jester is able to lock up the MiG-21 that is in front of us. We see him climbing high to the right, and I can verify that on the TCS, the camera system, that is in fact a MiG-21, and that is a bandit.
Target, 14 miles. Copy. Nails, 12 o'clock. Shit, I lost the lock.
If you're looking at my RWR, you'll see that I've got hits from a 21 and an F5. MiG-21 we know about. The F5 appears to correlate with the contrail that I see to my 11 o'clock, so I proceed to turn towards him and lock him up. Immediately, Jester lets us know we've locked up a friendly aircraft. I look down at my TCS and I see that we've locked up a Hornet, so I break the lock and turn back towards the MiG-21, who is now closing very quickly on this F-18. with no hesitation, I fire my final Sparrow missile at this MiG-21, and I am actually surprised at how close it was when it finally connected with the missile.
Spike, 6 o'clock.
In my mind, there's an unaccounted for F5 that I've been seeing on my RWR, so I turn towards the nearest contrails and lock up the aircraft, which turns out to be a friendly Hornet. We safely pass each other,
Bogey,
and later on
Hornet,
I found
12
out the
o'clock.
F5 is
2
many
miles.
miles away and a
Copy. You
non-factor,
got
so
it.
I eventually head back towards the aircraft carrier for recovery. So that'll be it for me. I hope that this video was helpful and entertaining. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below and I will try to get to them as soon as I can. So thank you all very much for watching.